I'm up $300,000 here on my Bitcoin long position, and we have broken the all-time high. Where is the Bitcoin price going to top out? Is this thing going to continue? Well, guess what, guys? The answer is probably yes. This thing is going to fly much and much higher. Now, the main question, of course, is when is this all-time high going to be hit? Now, this chart over here can actually tell us exactly where the all-time high is going to be. So, before we're going to talk about all this crazy stuff, we're first going to have to talk here about my Bitcoin trade. So I'm still here up almost $300,000 here on my Bitcoin and Ethereum position. Now, the last position that I actually closed, I actually opened it over here, exactly here on the bottom here for Ethereum and also on Bitcoin. I ended up making a bunch of profit. I sadly had to close it and reopen the position. That's exactly what I did because of tax reasons. But in total, it's going to be about over $1 million combined here in profit. So let's clap. Let's enjoy the profits because they are doing absolutely amazing. And my goal, of course, is still buying Bitcoin here in the bear market. So I'm not looking with, again, any money that I'm going to be making from the YouTube channel, my trades, whatever it's going to be, I'm not looking to buy it into Bitcoin yet. The goal still very much stands that I think Bitcoin is going to go here to 200K. And then we're going to see this massive crash here back to about $60,000 before the Bitcoin price resumes a new uptrend and goes to $500,000. This is probably going to happen in 2029. Holy crap, that's going to mean I'm going to be very old when this all-time high is going to be hit. But that is going to be my goal here. It's probably going to go to about $500,000. So from 60K to $500,000 is going to be about an 8x. So an 8x, so 800%, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, that's going to be my exact goal. So if I'm going to be buying like $1 million of Bitcoin right over here at this bottom, it's going to be make me about $8 million profit here, right over here on this top. So that is going to be the strategy. It sounds absolutely insane and absurd, but that is how trading works, and that is what I'm doing. And by the way, I have a link still in the description here for the 10% deposit bonus. Please don't everybody take the bonus. A bunch of people have actually signed up here in the last like 48 hours here on the BTCC exchange. You can actually get a 10% deposit on your first deposit, but don't just claim it all because a crazy amount of people have been claiming it. It costs the exchange a bunch of money, and I don't know how long they're going to actually have this actual first-time deposit bonus still online. But anyway, you can still claim it, your 10% deposit bonus. Eventually, it's going to be gone. But again, a lot of people have been using it in the last like 48 hours. So if you're going to be missing out on it, it's not going to be my problem. All you have to do is, again, just fill in your email address here, your password, just click next. Make sure, of course, to agree with the privacy user agreement. And then on your first deposit, you will automatically get a 10% extra you can use for trading just from the BTC exchange, just from my partner. So I'm still using that exchange. And that is just how easy it sometimes can be. If you make a bunch of profit and you get really good, then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to multiply it by 8, buying it in a bear market. And that's going to make me $8 million just on this trade. But any other trades I'm going to be making, I don't know, it could be like $2 million in total, $3 million. That's going to multiply into, I don't know, $30 million in like the next 5 years. So I'm just showing you guys here on the YouTube channel. I got like 50K subscribers, but it's, you know, pretty cool lot of stuff about how I'm making money, and it's all free shared. So if you are excited about all of this stuff, then make sure, of course, to subscribe on the channel. But I've been making videos for a long time, and I will still make videos in like 5 years from now because I just love making these videos. But that is going to be my strategy. You guys know I did the same thing here at 17K. Go on my X account. You can see all of the Bitcoin buys. It's completely public, all of that. So that is the strategy moving forward. So we still have to wait for this 200K. I mean, everybody gets extremely excited about what's currently happening as well here, the M2 money supply. I mean, people were talking about the M2 money supply constantly over and over again, how this chart was going to be like the most accurate chart for Bitcoin, yada, yada, yada. Some people didn't believe it, that Bitcoin would just one-on-one follow the M2 money supply, but actually it did. We're currently still following it. So according to this chart, we're going to see Bitcoin go to about $150,000 before we're going to find our first major level of resistance. And to be honest, that wouldn't be too bad if I take out the, where is the one-to-one extension tool? Have I forgotten where the one-to-one extension tool is? God damn it, I need to use TradingView more. There we go. We're going to get a one-to-one extension. It would give us a one-to-one extension to about 130K, not 140K, but I think we're probably going to go somewhere 130K is likely where we're going to really see a little bit first of resistance for Bitcoin, where we're going to be again in that pause where you're just going to have a couple months, maybe 1 or 2 months of sideways action before eventually breaking here to 200K. That's kind of what I think the trend is going to be. So I may also exit my exact position as well on that level because I don't want to be paying these exuberant high funding fees. So that is going to be pretty much my strategy. But I think a one-to-one extension wouldn't be too crazy, so that's going to be kind of the target I'm going to be aiming for. Now as well, guys, here, the BlackRock guys, they continue to buy more and more Bitcoin. If you're going to be selling your Bitcoin, it's probably going to be bought up by the ETF guys. To be honest, I still very much believe, we have these cycles. I think we're still going to go to like 60K and follow this long-term Bitcoin cycle. So whoever's going to be buying like above this current all-time high, I think eventually going to be in a loss. But I don't think these big guys really care. And just so you guys know, I'm not going to be selling any of my Bitcoin here 200K. I'm just accumulating more fiat here throughout this whole cycle. And whatever I'm going to be making from my businesses, from whatever I'm going to be doing on YouTube, my trading, whatever, I'm going to be just looking to buy more. And I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. I don't want to be paying taxes or whatever, realized gains taxes or whatever I'm going to have to pay on it. I don't want to do any of that. All I want to do is just, if Bitcoin goes back down here, I just want to buy back a bunch of Bitcoin and then just make money here with this move here going to the upside and just stack more Bitcoin. I'm not looking to sell my Bitcoin and get more fiat. Like, you could hypothetically trade the cycles and maybe I will take like a couple Bitcoin profits, but generally speaking, I'm going to be mostly overexposed to Bitcoin even on these highs. It doesn't really matter too much. You could also see, like, currently Tesla, they have disabled the actual button here to buy your Tesla with Bitcoin. I mean, this was a big thing back in 2021. I think it's probably could be reinstated. I think Elon is getting more and more pro-Bitcoin. I mean, he had this kind of flip-flop where he was very pro-Bitcoin, and then out of nowhere, he just was against Bitcoin again, and he sold some of his Bitcoin. But I very much believe if he's going to be starting to accept Bitcoin, it could very likely also spike the Bitcoin price further to the upside. Like, last time what Elon did is we pumped like 50% in like a matter of a couple days. We saw that right over here, back here in 2021, somewhere in January of 2021. Man, that's already like 4 years ago. So that's something to also keep in mind, is like Elon Musk can definitely pump up the Bitcoin price further. And the main chart I want to talk about here is from this guy, Charlie. And he basically posted all of the returns every single year here for Bitcoin. And you can basically see that you always have like a 1 year bear market year, but then all the other days, all the other years, they're just profit every single time. It's kind of nuts. But what you're probably going to be seeing is we're going to be seeing here 3 years here of upward trend, which is going to say the end of 2025 is probably going to set here the all-time high for Bitcoin like it did every single time. So you're going to have 3 years over here of bullish price action, and then the year after that is going to be the bear market year. So 3 years of bullish price action, 3 years of bullish price action, and again, bear market, 3 years bullish price action, bear market, 3 years of bullish price action. So it's probably going to be, I don't know, 200K, whatever that's going to be, like 100%, and then you're going to get a bear market, and you're probably going to see something along the lines of like a 60% drawdown, 70% drawdown, which is going to put us here at around, let's say we're going to go 200K, 70% drawdown brings us back here to about 60K. So that is just my plan here moving forward. Interesting chart, but it can kind of help you visualizing here what's going on for Bitcoin. So strategy here for me is very simple. Again, we are just waiting over here for the market to come back down and to correct. I mean, I guess we're still waiting here for the all-time highs first, but the main goal for me is just accumulating as much fiat as possible, buying here at the 60K, and then making that 8x here when it goes to about 500,000 here in 2029. So that's the strategy moving forward. I know everybody's excited, but I just want to get this all-time high kind of over with, and I just want to be buying and stacking more Bitcoin. That is just going to be the strategy. It's nice we'll go to the upside, but I want to just get more Bitcoin. That's all I want to do. So with that, I want to end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.